Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and a big thank you for joining me today for part 2 of my current FM22 series, Potential Superstars of FM22. In the last episode, we brought you a player profile on Noni Mukwege, and with the popularity of that video, I've decided to move forwards with the next one. And in today's episode, we are going to be highlighting Konrad De La Fuente. Now, he's a name that you may have seen in FM21. He's a product of Barcelona's La Masia Academy, and I think with the cost-cutting measures that are put in place at Barcelona with the massive debts at the club, they have afforded him a move away, and he has landed at Marseille in France. So let's have a little look at the player profile. He is a 19-year-old American international. He has 1 cap for the full team, 9 caps for the under-20s with 1 goal. You can see that he lines up as an attacking midfielder, right or left. Can also play as a regular midfielder in the right and left slots too. Can also be a makeshift striker, but his stats really don't show off that of a deadly finisher. But when we look at his profile, you can see he starts off the game on a 12.75k contract for the next 4 years at Marseille. That runs through to 2025. He's currently a squad player, and he does start the game off wanted at Marseille, which is a bit strange because he has just moved clubs from Barcelona to Marseille. But when we look at his stats, you can see why a lot of teams are going to be interested in him early on in the game. So in terms of his technicals, he has great dribbling at 15, first touch is 13, finishing and long shots of 12, technique of 14. When we look at his bravery, you can see it's 13. Determination and flair both start off at 14. His off the ball is 13. Teamwork of 11, vision of 11, and work rate of 11. In his physicals, this is where he really shines as a player. So he has acceleration of 17, agility of 16. He has balance of 12, natural fitness of 15, pace of 16, stamina of 11, and strength only of 9, so he has a little bit of improving to do there, but at the age of 19, he's only going to improve. As I said, when we look across his career, you can see that he started off at Barcelona, playing for the B team, playing 25 games, scoring 7 goals. So I think he is a raw bundle of talent that is going to be nurtured by somebody. I think if you try and put a bid in early in the game, you might get knocked back. But with that price range there of 2.5 to 7.6 million pounds, if you can get him, he is going to be a steal. So what we are going to do next is jump forward 5 years. But before we show you how Konrad De La Fuente is going to turn out in the future of Football Manager 22, please, if you haven't hit the subscribe and like button already, please consider doing so. It's been a big help to me to see all the people that have done that already. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting on the channel, and in the months that I've been doing YouTube, the channel has gone from strength to strength, and I appreciate every single one of you that has hit that button. If you like to see this kind of content, drop a message down in the comment section below. Let me know who your beta saves are going to be, any players that you want to see me cover in this series, and any players I may have missed, or any opinions that you may have on Konrad De La Fuente. But if you've done all that already, we're going to jump on 5 years into the future and show you how he develops in Football Manager 22. So here we go then, as promised, we have now jumped 5 years into the future. You can see that the date is the 1st of July 2026. And Konrad De La Fuente is now a Liverpool player. Liverpool seem to have a certain type of player that they target in this game. And Konrad De La Fuente is definitely one of those players. You can see that he is now a 24-year-old. He's a full US men's national team international, playing 39 games, scoring 9 goals. He still has those 9 under-20 appearances with 1 under-20s goal. You can see that Liverpool now value him at 82 to 246 million pounds, and he's on 220,000 pounds per week until 2030. So he's got a 4-year contract at Liverpool. Liverpool consider him to be a regular starter in the team. So having a little look through his stats, none of his positional has really changed. He can play as a midfielder left, midfielder right, and still as an attacking midfielder right and left. But in terms of his technicals, you can see that now dribbling is up to 17. Most of the other stats have started to pad out. He has yellows everywhere apart from heading, long throws and marking. Technique is one that stands out at 16. His finishing is still 12. His first touch is now 14. When we look at his mental attributes, lots of yellows in this section too. The main one though is off the ball, 16. He's going to be in the right place at the right time to receive passes or potentially score goals as an attacking player. He also has good anticipation, decisions, determination, vision, and his work rate is 12. And in his physicals, he has continued to develop into a bit of a beast of a footballer, really. His acceleration is up to 18. His agility is up to 19. Balance is 16. Natural fitness of 16. Pace of 17. Stamina of 13. And strength has gone up to 12. So he's a bit of a stronger player in the future. He also now is quick and dynamic, and he is going to be a player who really causes defences problems. You can see his player traits in the bottom right hand corner. He runs with the ball down the right, gets into the opposition area, knocks the ball past the opposition, and runs with the ball often. So as I said, he's going to be a player who is going to be direct, going to square up to defenders, push the ball past them and try and beat them. When we look at his stats in the game, so transferred from Barcelona B to Marseille for £3 million. In his first season at Marseille, plays 32 games, scores twice, has 1 assist with a 6.98 rating, and then he doesn't really look back. The next season he plays 36 games, scoring 6 goals, 5 assists, 5 Player of the Match awards and a 7.23 rating. The next season he plays 31 games with 5 goals, 4 assists, 8 Player of the Match awards and a 7.48 rating for a career high. In the season after that, he plays 32 games with 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 Player of the Match, 7.13. And then after his £80 million move to Liverpool in 25-26, he plays 35 Premier League games, scores 8 goals with 5 assists and 1 Player of the Match. He has an average rating of 7.37, and that leaves him with a career rating of 191 appearances, 33 goals, 17 assists, 21 Player of the Matches, and an average career rating of 7.24. So, if you can get Konrad De La Fuente earlier in the game than Liverpool did for less than £80 million, I think you're getting a steal. Barcelona, obviously going through what they have, had lost a bit of a gem here, and I think if you can get him into your team, develop him like Liverpool have, you are really going to get a bargain for a player who can destroy defences and score goals for fun. So then that's episode number 2 of the series in the bag, and the player profile on Konrad De La Fuente is complete. Let me know what you think of Konrad De La Fuente in 2026 down in the comments section below. Let me know if you managed to sign him in your save, how he performs, what team you're using him at and how he gets on, and I look forward to seeing all of those down in the section below. A big shout out to everybody who took the time to visit the first video, and obviously if you're at this point in the video, a quick reminder again, please hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. But if you've enjoyed this, keep an eye on the channel. There's plenty more of these coming, may even be a tactics video or a how-to coming in the near future. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it up and I will catch you on the next one. A big thank you for watching.